Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Higher Thinking with Valerie Yu. My name is Valerie, and I'm so glad that you're here. So today I'm going to talk about what to expect when you up level. Okay, so those of you that are on the journey to becoming better versions of yourselves and bettering your life, or upgrading your physical reality in some way, bigger home, a bigger car, a better relationship, better friends, better job, whatever it is, more money, right? There's so many ways that you can up level, and there's a lot of people out there that I know are working on themselves. So I I'm one of those. First of all, I'm a Capricorn sun in Western astrology, so we are very like get into it, right? Hard workers, practical. We love money. We're good. We're good when it comes to yeah, we're, what's the word that I want to use? I wanted to say gold diggers, but we're not gold. That's not the word that I want to use. I want to say we're workers. We're worker bees in the most positive way. Like we love making money. Okay. So anyway, so it's easier for me to say, that in like that aspect goes to like my whole rounded individuality. Like I have little things that like I struggle with and stuff, but like overall I am very like trying to always get up better. Like do this, do that, fulfill my dream here, upgrade this, upgrade that. Like I'm always working towards more. But there was a point in my life where I first of all I've been in rock bottom many times in my past, but I am finally at a level where I know that there is no rock bottom in this level. Not in this level that I'm at now. In this level, there's only up from here, okay? The only way that I could ever hit rock bottom is if I completely self sabotage and let go of my dreams, which I am not going to do. And believe me, there are times where I struggle and I think about giving up, but what really is giving up, you guys? What's really giving up? Really giving up is just quitting on everything. Quitting on yourself, quitting on your dreams, quitting your job, not doing anything, just giving up on yourself 100%. I'm not doing that. I've been there and I already know what that feels like, and there's nothing there. If anything, you're going to feel even worse. There's nothing good about being there. You have to keep pushing forward, okay? So, what people don't tell you, or what people don't say, what I'm realizing now that I have up leveled from a time that I was in previously, I've learned that even at a new level in your life, there's always going to be struggles, right? But they're new struggles. Like, for example, like millionaires and billionaires, the kind of issues that they probably have, like, I'm sure there's probably millions and billionaires that have health issues and stuff. But I know there's millionaires and billionaires that, like, if they have health problems, because they have wealth, right? They're seeing the best of the best doctors. So it's not an issue, right? They're going to go see the they're going to go see the highest paying natural holistic healers if they want to choose the natural route. So the kind of issues that they have, they're more easily solved, and they're dealing with different things like, should I invest $5 million in this company in Microsoft, or should I invest $5 million in the Nike? Like that's the kind of like problems, challenges that they're facing, and there's other, sure, I'm sure there's always, see, no matter what level you're on, but have you ever heard the saying, I'd rather cry in a Mercedes Benz, right, than a broke down Honda? Is that not true? Right? So it makes me think about my own life because, like I said, where I was a couple years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, like rock bottom. I was watching a video of myself. I don't know if I mentioned this already. Um, I was watching that video and I was at rock bottom, but something in me knew that things were going to be better. That I didn't know how it was going to happen, when, which was like the hardest thing. It's sometimes it's so hard to trust because you just want it so bad, right? But the most important thing when you're up leveling is you have to keep going at it, and you have to blindly trust. You can't say it's going to happen 6 months from now. Like, it's not up to you. Okay, one thing that we are very powerful manifesting individuals on this planet. Like we have that ability to create, co-create with the universe, but we are not in control of time, space. Um, I mean, so anyways, as I was watching that video, like I was going through a lot of things. Like all I wanted was a place of my own. I just wanted a home of my own. I wanted to be away from the people that I was living with. I wanted my children to have their own space. I didn't want, much things in my life. But at that time, all these things that were just like so heavy on me, it was actually like in the quantum, like because I kept doing the work and because I kept blindly believing, like everything was working towards it. Everything was working towards it. Um, but like I said, you have to blindly trust because let me tell you, like every time I thought I was getting close, I would get slammed back to rock bottom all over again. But even no matter how hard it got, I always kept getting back up and moving forward. And I know that there's some people that hate that about me. Like you, if you can relate to this, there's some people that maybe you have gone through like a lot of things, okay? And um I would just say be careful of your circle and don't tell people every single. I used to be someone that used to tell everybody I used to tell my girlfriends, okay, my closest friend, which I don't even feel like I have any close friends anymore, but I used to be someone that used to tell my girlfriend, whoever was my girlfriend at that time, every little thing, like everything, okay? And I learned that that is one of the worst things that you can do yourself, okay? Um, if you're in your process of up leveling, do not tell people um, that you do not trust. Um, even you might even have. I mean, if you know that that close friend is down for you, they've been there for you during your down times, and okay, tell that person if you feel like it. But I think that there's just certain things like when you're going through really, there's like certain things that you go through that are really tough, you guys. That just like I know as bad as you want to go rant to somebody and stuff like that, like you really just got to process it on your own because you're protecting yourself, you're protecting your energy around that situation because sometimes you don't know who's a low-key snake or a hater, and they could be sending even more negative energy your way, like oh what's gonna happen next in her life, or man what is she going through now. So anyway, um, people like that in my life have been removed, okay? So, but it took a lot, all right? It took a lot, and sometimes you're not even ready. You're not you're not in alignment, and you're not ready yet for to handle that up level, okay? Like if I would have moved out before everything that had happened to me, which was very difficult things, okay? If I would have moved out before some certain things that were needed to happen happened, I would have repeated past mistakes. I would have been the same. I would have been I would have taken my up leveling for granted. I would have fumbled it. I would have something would have happened that would have brought me back to square one so I can start all over again. So you don't want that because sometimes you can get your stuff that you want, the new car, the new relationship, but you might fumble it because you become ungrateful, because you forget how you got there to begin with, because whatever the reason is, don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake. That's why I said you have to blindly trust that you are going to get the things that even though everything feels like it's on fire, um, it's all happening because you're being forged into the person that you need to be able to receive that up level, that upgrade of whatever. um you're becoming that person that can actually sustain, that can hold, that can keep those type of things. So what they don't tell you about up leveling is that you're still going to have struggles, but your struggles are going to look different. And that's the positive thing. There's going to still be challenges, but always remember that to be grateful that at least you're not where you used to be. Yeah, you have this new challenge because it's taking a new version of you. So now it's time for you to pass this level and become even keep upgrading, keep leveling up. You have to understand that if you are someone like me who they call healers, light beings, star seeds, chosen ones, it's you know, you either understand those terms or you don't. It's not that we're special or anything like that. We just understand that we came here for a bigger purpose. We're not just here to be regular schmeglers, work for 40 plus 50 plus years of our life and 60 plus years of our life, retire, do the whole, you know, checking off the checklist. Like, we're here for something bigger. We're here to rewrite the story that's going to be left behind for generations and create a new earth, what they call it, okay, with a new energy and new ideas and new vibrations, you guys, because we need to get out of this old stuff, right? So if that's you, if you resonate with being any of those things, or if you just resonate with this message, yeah, hold strong, because we are the us that are trying to get messages out to people, you know, spiritual healers and even tarot readers, you know, even though people think that it's just it's not even about the cards, you guys. It's about the messages that they're conveying using the cards. The cards are just a tool, okay? But you know, it's okay. Like, this is what we're being called to do. This is what I feel called to do. Be on here and talk about whatever I feel like, whatever feels like coming up. It's hard for me though. It's hard for me to come on here because I have kids, and that makes me very subconscious about coming on here with noise in the background, or my kids coming onto the screen and showing their face, because I don't really want them in my video, because I don't, my videos are not about my kids. My videos are about what I have to say. So I hope that you guys don't find it too distracting. And whatever, like, I mean, you can judge me or whatever, like, that's fine, because, you know, that's the price that I have to pay for coming on here. But anyway, yeah, I hope that I really don't have much else to say. I think I said enough. You know, that's what to expect with new levels, you guys. It's gonna take a continue. You don't want to stay stagnant. You want to keep up leveling, because the world needs that. Anybody that's trying to become a better version of yourself, you are a chosen one. You are a light worker. If you care about yourself and you care about people, if you love and care about yourself, you care and love about other. You care and love other people. Period. Okay, you are an earth angel, a star seed, a light worker, a healer, a spiritual teacher, a shaman. There's so many things that you can be. Okay, it doesn't even have to be any of those. Whatever you resonate, but you do need to know that you are here for a bigger purpose, and that your up leveling is it's calling you for a reason, because we need people with wealth, physical wealth. Okay, money is just a tool. It's not about us all getting rich and acting like all these other rich elite people that don't really help, right? They're just rich and walking red carpets and having stupid things, owning stupid things just to flash their money. If us high vibrational beings, we come into contact with money, there's not going to be no homeless people. There's not going to be no not clean water for people to drink. Like, we're going to make sure that everyone's taken care of. We're going to make new systems and new schools. New school systems, new hospital systems. But what do you need? You need status, you need power, you need wealth to be able to make massive change on this planet. That's why it's so important that we up level. Okay? Wealth is our birthright. Money is a man-made material, which means that it's something physical, and we can manifest anything physical. We can manifest anything. We can manifest spiritual things. People do it all the time. When they pray, okay? When they're meditating. So I hope this message found you well. It was longer than I thought it was going to be, but this is all that I had to say. I'm glad I was able to hop on here, okay, you guys? See you in the next video. Peace.